Political analyst Ufuk Necat Taşçı is joining us now to discuss the recent developments in the war in Gaza. Good to see you, Ufuk.
Good to see you again. Hello.
Now, during the virtual G20 leaders summit, which was held yesterday, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan strongly condemned the Israeli attacks and called for a lasting peace solution in the region. How important are Turkey's efforts when it comes to supporting the Palestinian cause?
Hello, good evening from Istanbul. Thanks for having me. So regarding your first question to me, Turkey has been the most vocal country against Israel's attacks on Palestinians since the beginning, and putting its all interests aside, it just focused on the humanitarian side of it. And due to that, there was some development in the relations between Israel and Turkey in the past few months following Lapid's term. But we have just seen that Turkey is not interested in its self-interest, but the Palestinian cause more than some economic deals, while some of the other regional countries just remain silent due to their political agreements with Israel. This also includes Muslim countries in the region. So thanks to Turkey and Qatar's efforts, Turkey has only been just criticizing Israel, while Qatar is just using the soft power. So these two just merged, and Turkey and Qatar's efforts just paid off. So we're gonna see how long it will last. But even this 4 days is just a result of Turkey's negative and powerful stance against Israel. While also we should appreciate Qatar's efforts in bringing all sides of the conflict together.
Now, Qatar has mediated Gaza Truth, and it will come into effect at 7 a.m. local time, and at 4 p.m. the first 13 civilian captives will be released. What are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are crystal clear when it comes to this, because we previously saw a deal between Hamas and Israel, which took place 12 years ago in 2011, I think. So there was an Israeli soldier called Gilad Shalit, and Israel promised to release more than 1,000 Palestinians in exchange for him. But we also saw that Israel, even after releasing the hostages, it also started arresting them again, and it also started breaking its promises. So when it comes to Israel, it cannot be trusted in any agreement. But considering the suffering of Palestinian people in Gaza and the lack of all necessary fundamental needs, considering the situation of hospitals, so it was necessary. And due to the pressure from Turkey, some regional countries, and some European countries, not all of them, but some particular examples, they have been forced to just negotiate the deal. So it's gonna be vital for Gazans for the following 4 days, but I'm not sure whether Israel will be keeping its promise. I hope so, and I hope it can lead to a long-lasting peace deal in the future.
Now, Israel has emphasized on its goal of eliminating Hamas. The ceasefire has now been agreed upon, and it will begin tomorrow. How realistic do you think this goal is, and what challenges might Israel face in achieving it?
So in the past few weeks, we have just seen Israel is really struggling to prevail against Hamas, and it's a reality. Even though they have been trying to organize some perception management promotion activities in the past few days, just like claiming that there was a tunnel under Al-Shifa Hospital, which came as a lie, just like the beheaded babies and other examples. So Israel has failed, and it has lost the narrative war, and it has also failed to convince the international community. So just ahead of the war, more than 40% of U.S. citizens were supporting Israel against Palestine, but the number is decreasing significantly according to most recent polls. So this shows us a lot of things, considering but the pressure United States has also been facing, and the reports of its own diplomats from the region, because we have seen some of them reporting that they're just losing generations to come in the Middle East. So it literally backlashed. So they just needed to take a positive step. So we first heard about this 4 hours pause, not a ceasefire, but then they were forced to do it due to some public pressure. So it's telling everything, actually. Israel's situation will not be clear without getting rid of Netanyahu in the close future, and we have already seen some Likud members just trying to lead the party in the future. Also, even the right-wing politicians started criticizing Netanyahu. So I think everything will change based on the political developments in Israel.
Now, when it comes to nuclear weapons, the Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan said that the ongoing possession of nuclear weapons by Israel, coupled with the failure to denuclearize the region, will escalate the nuclear arms race. So now, how important is that message, and what should the international community do to prevent a potential nuclear disaster?
So this process before this nuclear war arguments and rhetoric, Turkey first stated that Netanyahu should be taken to ICC for its crimes, and also his government. So after that, Turkey also started stating from firsthand, we just heard it from the top Turkish officials, including Hakan Fidan and Turkish President Erdoğan, who said Israel has nuclear weapons and please just announce it. So it was a tactical move, and I think Turkish officials some solid grounds in their claims. That's why they have been insisting on international community to put pressure on Israel, because we know Iran and some other regional countries have been facing some pressure from the international community regarding their nuclear activities. But when it comes to Israel, it has never been questioned by them. So if revealed, it's gonna cause another political struggle between the regional countries, which will also work in favor of Turkey and other regional countries, considering Israel's denial and its minister's statement, in which the heritage minister, in which he said we should drop nuclear bomb on Gaza. So I think Turkish officials believe in it, and they're just trying to convince the international community regarding this issue. So if it becomes reality, and which I believe so, it's gonna affect the entire dynamics of Middle East.
Now, according to the 4-day truce and its provisions, the entry of essential aid will be allowed into Gaza. How crucial will this be for those living in the occupied Strip, and what role would it play in shaping the narrative surrounding the conflict?
As I mentioned previously, we have seen babies, children, innocents being killed and targeted by Israel airstrikes and ground operations. So even though they have failed, they made it more aggressive, and they didn't leave any gray areas during their operation. So we have seen more than 25 hospitals in Gaza. They're no longer able to operate. So they are no longer able to help people, wounded people, and we have also seen some mass graves being dug by Palestinian officials. So it was necessary. And we have also seen some Turkish hostages, who arrived Turkey in the morning, I believe. They just said we were just mixing sugar with water to stay alive. So there's a shortage of food, all medical fundamentals, including all communication tools. So the people in Gaza They just need some fundamental needs to survive. Otherwise, this genocide will be much more disastrous than we have ever imagined. So it was necessary. I hope Israel will never interrupt all these trucks and the international aid while just trying to using some arguments. They were just carrying some guns to be provided to Hamas. So this is what they previously did. So there should be a serious security checks, and international communities, Turkey and Qatar's efforts are crucial right at this point. So I hope this will last for more than 4 days, and it can help the people of Gaza.
Ufuk Necat Taşçı, thank you for your analysis.
Thank you too, Reb.